Guys, in today's video I'm going to be talking about relocation opportunities for fashion designers and tailors. Did you know that you could migrate to countries like US, Canada, Australia, United Kingdom as a fashion designer or a tailor? If you think this is something you would like to learn more about, or you know a sister or a friend that you can share this video with, please share this video with them, like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you'll be the first person to know whenever I have new videos. My name is Adedoyin Kafi Babalola. I'm a fashion designer, I'm a fashion teacher, and I'm a fabric seller, market woman. Anyway, in today's video, I want to talk about relocation to the United Kingdom through the Global Talent Visa, the fashion route. Yeah. I know the question on your mind. What is the Global Talent Visa? Before I quickly go there, please, I am starting my YouTube channel again, and I promise that I'm going to give you lovely training videos on fashion, vlogs, question and answer, life updates, my journey in a new country as a fashion designer. I'm going to be giving you all of those kind of juice on my YouTube channel. So if you can kindly subscribe, I will really appreciate it. Thank you. So let's get back into the video. Right. So the first question that comes to mind is, what is Global Talent Visa? Right. So, Global Talent Visa is one of the ways you can migrate to the United Kingdom, one of the best visas. And I'm going to be telling you all about why I say it's one of the best visas when I talk about the benefits of the Global Talent Visa. So, before I continue, I want to tell you about the different segments of the Global Talent Visa. Now, the Global Talent Visa is for people that are exceptional leaders or exceptional promise in their fields of industry. And we have like 5 fields to go. So we have the art and culture. I think writing falls under this, art falls under this. We have the technician, which is one for people into IT, and that's like the really common one. And I think you see videos of this a lot. And then you have the filmmaking, and then you have the academic and research, and then you have the fashion. All of these visas have different bodies that govern them. So I'm going to be talking about the fashion route because that is the one I know, and that's what this video is all about. Before I go on, I'm going to tell you guys why I am doing this video, because normally I am a very inward person, but about 18 months ago, I needed some information or some direction about the Global Talent Visa for fashion designing, and I could not find anyone. But thankfully, there was someone, a YouTuber, so kind enough to do something. Her name is Itimi. Itimi. I just want to use this to say thank you to, because shed some light in it, and I'm really appreciative of that. And even though it wasn't fashion, it was more of technician, but it really, at least it gave me some guidance, right? So I am trying to pay the same thing forward. So who can apply for the Global Talent Visa? For you to be able to apply for the Global Talent Visa, you have to be in one of the 5 segments. And the Global Talent Visa has got 2 types. We have got the exceptional promise and we've got the exceptional talent. Now, for the exceptional promise, you need to have been in your business from 1 to 5 years. And then for the exceptional talent, you need to have been in your business for 5 to 10 years. So you are like a promise in your industry for the exceptional promise, and you're like a talent, like a thought leader in your industry for the exceptional talent. Now, the difference between the exceptional talent and the exceptional promise is that for the exceptional talent, you do 3 years, you get a 3 year visa, and then ILR. And then for the exceptional promise, you get a 5 year visa and then ILR. Now, going to the benefits of the global talent visa. Before I said to you that it was one of the best visas, and why I say that is because this visa is self-sponsored. You can do what you please. You can go to school, you can work for yourself, you can work for an employer. You are self-sponsored. It's not like work visa where you have a sponsor and you're like tied to that person, or like you're like tied to that company for maybe 5 years or something. You understand? I remember when I went to, after I got my endorsement and I went to the embassy, to the VFS to go and get my visa, they were just like, oh wow, tier one, we have not seen. So the global talent visa is actually like tier one visa. We've not seen this in a long time. In fact, the lady that was attending to me was like, Twale, Twale, like they thought I was one of these people that were doing this innovation visa. Is in the same, is like under the same category with innovation visa. And you know those ones are really expensive. So that's how good, how nice the global talent visa is. Anyway, let me come back to, sorry for the digression, but I just needed to let you know that. So the first reason why I say the global talent visa is one of the best visas is because you are self-sponsored. So you can do whatever it is that you know that is best for you. You can get a job, you can go to school, you can work for yourself, you know. So they believe that for you to be an exceptional talent or a thought leader or a thought promise, you should have some level of responsibility for yourself, and you should be able to do stuff by yourself. Anyway, so that's the first reason. The second reason why I say is really a fantastic visa is that if you're doing exceptional talent, after your 3 years, you can apply for your ILR. If you're doing exceptional promise, after your 5 years, you can apply for ILR. So it actually gives you like some form of liberty compared to a lot of other visas, is less restricting, you know. Yeah, there's a third point, but when I remember, I'm going to come back to it. So, after you get your endorsement, you don't need proof of funds for this visa. This visa does not require you getting proof of funds once you've gotten your endorsement. That is why I say the global talent is really nice. And who can apply for you as a fashion designer? You can apply for the global talent visa if you meet the criteria, and that's what I'm going to be going into next. Okay, so just in case I've not said it before I forget, I recently relocated to the United Kingdom through the global talent visa, and I am really, really grateful for all of the information that I found out there. So therefore, I am paying this, I am paying the favor forward. So the global talent visa is in two stages, and the first stage is the endorsement stage, and the second stage is the visa stage. The endorsement stage is when you gather all of your evidences and send it to the endorsing body of the particular thing that you're applying for. Let me come again. So, like for instance, the fashion endorsing body, I'm going to gather all of my evidences and send it to the endorsing body for fashion. Now, for fashion is British Fashion Council. So, what do I need to do? I need to gather all of the things that are required for them to check whether they find me an industry expert that's a potential leader or a potential promise. Once you have done that, then the next stage, and you have passed through it, they have endorsed you, then the next stage will be to take your endorsement letter, your passport, and your TB test straight to the embassy, go get your visa. So let's come back to the endorsement, which is like the real deal. So this visa is the endorsement stage. The whole visa is 600 and something, but the endorsement stage is £456, and then the rest of 100 and something is for the visa stage. So combined the 600 and something, I will put it down. Yeah, I promise. But the first stage which you need to pay for is the £450 for the endorsement. Now the endorsement usually takes, before it was 3 to 6 weeks if you are outside the United Kingdom, and if you're inside the United Kingdom, it takes 8 weeks for you to get a decision. So, but right now I think it's about 6 weeks if you're outside, and still 8 weeks if you're in the UK. Now, for the exceptional talent, what you need is different from the exceptional promise. What you need is different. And I'm going to break that down now. So, for the exceptional promise, because you're just new into the industry, like 1 to 5 years, what you require is not as maybe as thick as what the exceptional leader requires, right? Let me say that again. Um, as a potential promise, what you require, what they need you to do is not as much as, or is not as thick as what the potential, what the exceptional leader needs to do. So the exceptional promise and the exceptional leader, you need to get three endorsement letter for both parties. You need to get three endorsement letters, right? So for the exceptional promise, you need to get three endorsement letters from thought leaders in your industry, right? Let me come again. For the exceptional promise, you need to get three endorsement letters from thought leaders in your industry. It doesn't necessarily have to be from the UK, but for the exceptional promise, you need to get two from industry leaders in your industry in your country, and then the third one from industry leaders in the United Kingdom. And the British Fashion Council has to judge that is a thought leader in your industry, right? I hope that makes sense. So that's the part for the endorsement. So you need to get two from your own country and one from the UK for exceptional talent. For exceptional promise, however, I think you can get the three from your country or from wherever, but you need to get it from industry leaders in your industry. Now, after you get these three endorsement letters, the next thing you need to do is get evidences for two out of the four conditions that you need to pick from. Let me come again. So, after you get these endorsement letters, the next thing you need to do is to send evidences for two out of the four conditions that you have to pick from. Now, for exceptional promise, the um the conditions that you need to pick from are media recognition, and that can be from your country, maybe two or three publications from your country. You need to check, you need to see if you are in some form of scheme, like a fashion scheme, like a in the UK is like maybe you have like a scheme or maybe like a sponsor or something. So maybe in your own country, maybe you have like maybe an association or something. If you go on the gov.uk website, you're going to see it, and it's even broken down more. You need to show that you have sold to like a luxury person, a brand or something, like someone has purchased you, some luxury clients has purchased your item. That's number three. And then number four is industry recognition. And this number four, just like maybe when you're in fashion school, maybe your collection, your final collection was really really like in the media, and everybody just thought that it was mind blowing. It was mind blowing and outstanding. You understand what I mean? So I feel like this exceptional promise, if you're also schooling, is also something that is really very good for you, right? But there are different ways you can do it. Now let's talk about exceptional talent. Exceptional talent, there are also four criteria, and you just pick two. So there's the media recognition, and for this one, you need to show proof for at least two countries. That's why I say it gets tougher with the exceptional talent. You need to show proof of media recognition in at least two countries, and the British Fashion Council needs to judge that these media recognitions are like, yeah, from top fashion magazines. Now the next thing is, so the first one is media recognition from two countries, from at least two countries. So maybe your home country is one and any other country, right? Remember, endorsements, three endorsement letters for exceptional talent, but two from your home country and one from the UK. Now, for the media recognition, it's just two from different countries. It doesn't really say UK, so it can be from Ghana, just saying. Okay, so the next one after the media recognition is um, award. Anytime that you see that I have to think about it, just know that that's not what I did. I didn't do it. I don't know. I don't. So the next one is, maybe you have an award or something. Yeah, maybe you've won an award from some fashion, something that the British Fashion Council must judge, like, oh yeah, nice. Like for instance, maybe you got an award from Lagos Fashion Week or something, something That's the second one. Then the third one is distribution. Distribution, proof of distribution for, so maybe different, many brands. Like now, let's say you're a ready to wear company and you have different people that stock your ready to wear, or your stuff, your products, right? And you have proof of luxury brands, you understand, taking your stuff. So that is another, that's the third way. And then the fourth way is evidence of international catwalk or exhibition, right? So these are the four that you need to pick any two from. So they're not asking for too much, they're just asking for 2 out of 4, but it needs to be like really, really authentic. I forgot to tell you that if you have won like a really international, really high level international fashion award, you and the British Fashion Council judged it, like, yes, maybe like a New York Fashion Week something, and you won an award, you don't need to do endorsement stage. You can just go straight to visa somewhere there. So that's that. You have to submit 10 evidences, and you have two A4 paper or two A4 sheets for each evidence. So that means 20 pages in all. So for evidence one, this is my first A4 paper, and then I'm going to get a second A4 paper. That's evidence one. So I have like up to 10 evidences to be able to prove my point. Right. What does this mean? This means that, for instance, I've done international catwalk, I have pictures of it. I'm just going to place it and say, this was this or this is that, just like that, and build the evidence. You move on to the next one. Oh, this was when I did this. You move to the next one, and then you're going to have 10. Now, do you have to have up to 10? No, but you just need to be able to buttress your point very, very well. Right. Now, I hear that even though you apply for promise, they can say that you're definitely a talent, or even though you apply for talent, they can say they're going to give you promise. I think I've touched on everything, but if you have any more questions about global talent visa, please put it in the comment section. I will be here and I will be answering all of your questions. And if you need any other help, I would also like to say that I have helped a few people. So if you'll be interested in maybe a consulting session or help through your application, just click the link in my bio and just contact me. I am here. Thank you so much, guys, for this video. And don't forget, you know somebody that knows somebody that is a tailor or a fashion designer, and she really or he really wants to relocate. Share this video with them. Guys, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and follow. Thank you, and see you in the next one. Bye.